In today's lesson, we're going to do a quick video on the slope of vertical and horizontal lines. Welcome back to my channel, Numerics with Nadia, and let's get into today's lesson. Our lesson objectives for today will include, first off, we're going to explain why horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Then we'll get into explaining why vertical lines have a undefined slope. If you guys haven't watched the last few videos on slope, I'm going to link the playlist right here for you guys before we get into the rest of today's video. But just as a quick review, let's review what slope is. So slope represents the steepness of a line. It is the ratio of the vertical change to the horizontal change. So change in y over change in x, or rise over run. And as we recall, slope is notated by the letter m. And the equation for slope is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 when we're finding the slope between 2 points on a line. So now that we've done a quick review of slope, again, if you guys haven't watched the previous videos, go ahead and pause this video and watch those first. But now we'll get into horizontal lines and vertical lines. Now, when our teacher just tells us that the slope of a horizontal line is 0 and the slope of a vertical line is undefined, we might want to understand why. So let's do a deep dive into why that is the case. So horizontal lines, they run from left to right and they never rise or fall, right? They are consistent and steady throughout. So let's go over the slope formula again now. We know slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Since our line never rises or falls and it just continues consistently from left to right, that makes our y2 minus y1, or our change in y, equal to 0, which when you divide 0 by anything, it just gives you 0. So that makes the slope of a horizontal line equal to 0. Now we'll get into a vertical line. Vertical lines run straight up and down. And for them, again, going back to our slope formula, the x2 minus x1 is 0 because they are running straight up and down. When x2 minus x1 is 0, you are dividing by a 0, which makes that fraction undefined, which makes our slope undefined. So looking at the graph here for a horizontal line, it just continues from left to right. No change, no increase. So since there's no change of y, our slope is 0. And looking at a vertical line, vertical lines just run straight up and down. There is no change in x here. So since there is no change in x, we would be dividing by a 0. And when you divide by a 0, you get an undefined. So the slope of a vertical line is undefined. So in order to be able to remember this easily and not confuse the two, horizontal line, think the horizon, there's no change in y, which makes our slope 0. And for a vertical line, there's no change in x, which makes our slope undefined. And with that, we are done with today's quick lesson on the slope of vertical and horizontal lines. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like it if you did, comment any questions or any other video topics you would like to see down below. Share this video with a friend, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.